Yes, sir. We're going to do the CCS comparison. Shin Getter 1 Star Slasher version compared with the original and the black version. I'm going to do a little bit of kit bashing as well, because ever since I saw that the Star Slasher version was going to be released, I always thought the metal wings would look way better displayed with the black. I've only seen one picture of it so far, but it does look amazing. And again, I don't care for the organic bat wings of the Shin Getter Robo myself. I'll show you guys the two different graphics we have on the top when you first open the box. I don't have the black one right now because it is not here. So we're going to do these two, but I wanted to give you a look. I didn't open the Star Slasher version yet, so I'm going to open that up on camera. There has been about 5 QC issues that have been floating around if you're keeping any sort of track or tabs on it. So I'm going to go through it right here. We'll see what's going on. All right, here's everything that comes in the Star Slasher box. So all 3 versions have come with different accessories and stuff. So the original version came with a set of bigger arm blades, forearm blades, that actually move. They're on a couple of hinges and they expand. Really nice pieces. It comes with the Fireball Stoner Sunshine. This is a more simple, more broken down one. I believe if people want this one, it's going to be for the paint and for the wings. This is similar to what Riobot did when they released their white prototype Shin Getter. It was, they did a different metal wing, so they changed it up a little bit, similar to this. So there's companies out there that are, you know, moving things around. I want to definitely get into this and see if there are any QC issues with mine. There probably are. Let's keep our fingers crossed and let's get into it. I'm going to get the stand out, put them up on the stand, and let's get it going. Does look good. I would say definitely right now, CCS has to be one of the best companies out there, if I haven't said it yet. Here's the moment of truth, guys. So they said the head would be a deeper blue color. The rest of the bot would be green when lit up. I don't really mess with the lights, so for me, that doesn't bother me. But I understand if you're a photographer and lighting is an issue, or if the eyes are dead without lights, you want the lights on to be right. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, this red is beautiful. Yeah, but the light issue, if there is one, it's a 50-50. So there's magnets here's the reveal though. I didn't even do it yet. Another thing, there's magnets holding this chest piece on. I'm going to take it off, and I guess it looks like when they push the magnets in, it spread the plastic and cracked it. That's the only thing I can really think. It was too tight. They jammed it in. Now, here we go. Yup. Got it. Damn. So, look. There is our hairline crack. Let me get out the micro pointer. Right on this round piece. Oh, let me try to focus it. Okay. If you didn't see it, I'm sorry, but it's a micro crack on the plastic, which you're not going to see. There's another crack here, so I probably have a defective fucking one. Yeah, another crack there. This side looks fine. So that chest piece, little bit of cracking. If yours isn't glued in, I saw some pegs, so be careful. There's the two light wires attached, but this can come out and plug back in. And you can see there's two screw holes there if you ever need to take it apart. And it just plugs right in. Let's see. Oh, here's the battery lights. Ooh-wee, boys. Yeah, you know what? If the batteries are in here already, I'm going to light it up for you guys. Okay? All right, another thing I want you guys to know. So I pulled this out. I got the batteries. See how it lights up. CCS I haven't had a problem with. So here's a couple things I'll run off real quick. They said the paint was a little messed up on this. The crack on the magnet spot, which we saw. The light on the head is a more blue than a green than the rest of the body. But someone said very simply, if you take some... Look up a video. I might be wrong on the color, but if you take some yellow or something, the yellow and the blue will make green, make it greener. So that's kind of an easy fix. And again, yeah, you shouldn't have to fix stuff. But there are a couple QC issues the more I look at it. The paint is all right. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's a couple small... Oh, no, that was dirt. Oh, good. I don't think that's dirt. That one was dirt. And on the knee, there's a little bit of a scuff there. Other than that, the paint looks good. Paint's one of my things I don't like messing with. But I brought this out to show you. The holes are nice and deep. I think either the holes or the metal is misaligned because when you go to push this on, it goes in deep, but it just pops right out. Let's get a better view. So I'm trying to push that in, and you see how it just pops out. So that makes me believe that the metal pegs are bent. The holes might be too small. So it's just unfortunate because I'm sure they use the same mold for a lot of stuff, but this is a different color. So I'm wondering if they might have had to remold it. The one on the original is kind of weak. It does like to pop off here and there. I mean, it's not the most solid piece that stays on, but this thing wants to push itself. It does push itself back off. So that kind of stinks. And again, I know we're not supposed to be the manufacturers of the toy. This is kind of an easy fix, but it does come off easy. So that really does suck. But maybe if a little heat, some Kiki, working in. Another thing I wanted to point out, maybe I didn't fully understand, but could be a little off about it. But the gist of what I'm getting is this. Damn, huh? Maybe it's fucking glue or something. Don't keep the weapons held in the hands of these figures because this transparent green plastic, and they did it for the lighting effect, of course. You know, maybe they didn't think it all the way through or whatever. They should have used stronger plastic, but this can crack and possibly break off. If that happens, you can use glue, but that'll probably fog everything up and the light won't look the same. So just as a precaution, again, do your own research, but from what I've heard, just be careful with this translucent kind of green plastic here for the wrist. So I'm going to put the piece back on here. I think it's a little better. I threw some Kiki in there. Yeah, that fixed it because that oh, no, it didn't. I hear it squishing. Yeah, I don't know. They must be offset or something. I have the stand. It also says Stars Slasher version. This has a nice strong gear inside, and then this key peg in to lock it. So what I'm going to do, I'll get the weapon. So here it is. You could do one of these. You could do this. You could do this. So in the white Riobot prototype, which I did do, so here's another QC issue. This did not fit in. Mine fits perfect. Oh, good. The QC on this wasn't too bad. I think there might have been batches where it got a little better. So maybe mine was probably the first, because maybe there wasn't no QC and then there could have been. So mine was, I'm guessing, the first or second batch. And maybe that batch had less QC issues overall, because nothing really major going on, which is nice. So the gold piece, I think they said the gold piece was the issue, but let me see. I'm going to get that on here, and we'll check it out. All right. So, yeah, it's a little tough going on. I don't want to split the plastic or anything. It might be some paint issues. So, yeah, because even if it fits on and it's tight, you don't want all of a sudden later on down the line you see a crack in the plastic, kind of what happened to the chest piece. So getting back to the arm cracking plastic, so that's why I kind of put this, I did put this scythe like that. So it's almost like he's, you know, kinetically controlling it. It's going to look even better with the wings on it. So I know the wings are tough to fit on the pegs. That's what I'm getting to in a second with the Star Slasher. So let's get ready to put the wings on, see if we have any issues. The way things are going, there's probably going to be an issue, maybe a slight issue. Another thing, I got this going forward so he can stick out a little bit. The B one is what you want to use to offset the forward slant to keep him straight up, or depending on how you want to pose him. But I kind of just want him forward and up. Also, crotch piece will go right in there. Right here. So yeah, the crotch piece was already kind of, I don't know if it's the same tolerance issue, but then he can go right on there, and you see how it kind of works out. Yeah, I did it backwards, but I wanted to show you how it was. So, that's on. Looking good. The paint on this is way better. I can't wait to show you guys the comparison so you can see. It's like an orange on the other one. It's kind of washed out. I think that's what it more or less looked like in the anime. It wasn't maybe a deep red from some of my memories, but again, there's so many animes on Getter Robo. You know how that goes. But yeah, I don't know why they did a washed out version. Honestly, it did not look good. If you showed me this in the original, I'd go with this all day. I'd be like, don't even waste your time with the original. Okay, see, the ankles swing out, which is nice. That's what I was looking for. They were a little, okay, yeah, they're just a little tight, but you get them going. Okay, seriously, guys, the Kiki, I put it in the holes on this piece. Amazing, perfect. I've already showed this shit before. 15 bucks shipped eBay. They've included before, but it's nice. They have their own little spudger they include. I mean, I just got a bunch of these. These work. These are awesome. I'm definitely going to go with the... These are the articulated fingered hands. So I'll put these bad boys right on. Nice. Ooh, good. Like a perfect tolerance fit, actually. Nice and tight, not too tight. Gonna go with the backpack and try to get it on here. All right, took off the tab. So like I said, I'm definitely gonna put these on the black, okay? But I wanna see if I have that same QC issue where they don't fit on the nubs of the red. So here we go. Yeah, they do not fit. So, yeah, so you'd have to heat them up, lube them up, and deal with it that way. Another thing too, you know, you could take a small drill piece with your hand, I wouldn't use a machine, and just kind of go back and forth to etch out the inside. Let's see if it fits on the black. The nice thing is, the black was waiting for his wings the whole time. I would like to point out something. This one here is nice and heavy, all die cast inside, and this is just a nice light plastic cover piece. But yeah, you can feel the substantial weight just in this piece here, which is nice. They fit perfectly. So it's not the actual rod, it's the wings, I guess, were formed with a smaller hole than necessary. So I took the proper drill, and what you want to do, I don't have the backpack in front of me, but anyway, you want to do one of these and make sure your drill pretty much lines up same size as whatever pole you're drilling into, whether it's that size, something else, or whatever. I went in by hand and I reverse drilled. I didn't try to drill it like normal. I just slowly, with my hands, did it with the wing, slowly went in. It's perfect now. It's nice and tight. It's absolutely perfect. No kiki needed. It actually came out really well. So that's that. Here it is, boys. The big reveal. Those wings look so much better. Here's the thing too. You can see online and wherever you want pictures of the Star Slasher with the robotic wings on. So I'm just going to leave it at this. This thing is going to be amazing. I mean, these wings make sense. Look at that. They make sense on him. That's just cool. The mechanical wings. So again, the cracks in the chest on Star Slasher you're never going to notice unless you are planning on displaying them without the chest armor for some reason. And even then, the little cracks are very insignificant. As long as they don't get worse. I mean, worst case, I'm sure you can throw some crazy glue over time or something if you needed to. But yeah, this is way cooler. I've been waiting a year to do this. Ever since I saw the Star Slasher metal wings, I was like, oh, that thing just looks too cool, guys. Too cool. I'm also not sure about this version, but the reason why I haven't had any pics, you know, when you have all three, you can swap out the parts, the weapons, really cool shit going on. But for some reason, the black in the original, I tried to kind of mix it up, do some red panels with, you know, like this. Do some red panels. Okay, I'm just looking at the batter. With the black, you know, switch it up a little. The head sculpt is definitely different. It's a lot meaner on the Star Slasher. It's different on the black, which is cool, which is fine. I'd like them to look as, even though they're similar, still as different as possible. So I'm going to get these battery covers off, this shit out, and we're going to light them up. So getting back to the swapping, so they didn't fit right. I don't know if CCS did it on purpose, so you really couldn't part swap it. I don't know why they would. It's all the same company. But when I did, they didn't fit right. They kind of just hung on. The magnets didn't, I think they had the north and south different. So maybe they did that on purpose to, you know, so you couldn't mess around with it that way. Or maybe it's just the way they put it together and didn't even think about it. So I'm sure you can pick up the differences in the lighting. I mean, it is kind of obvious here when you're looking at the blue from the green to the head. Oh, wow, look at that panel lighting light up too. You get the chest on. I mean, overall, really, it's not horrible, the QC issues. As long as the paint's okay, because that's where it's really can show up the most if you get a bad paint job. But all these little kind of QC issues do suck. I love CCS, but any company, I try to keep it real and say, hey, listen, you messed up a little, you messed up a little. We're still fans. Oh, look, there's some thigh ones too. I forgot about the thigh ones. Hold on. Just so you know, the thighs, boom, just come right off on the side. Damn, that's a lot of light. So, on camera, you know, usually it takes a while, so I don't really mess with it. But I'm going to try it on video. Let's see if it works. This is up to you guys. If you want to try it, I'm going to do the coloring of the light inside. We'll see if I can get it to look any greener. Hopefully this works, boys. So and the lights shut off by themselves, which is cool. I guess they're on a timer because I didn't know they were doing that. I was like, what the hell happened? Did the battery burn out? That's really nice. So you don't have to keep pulling the panels off. I think they probably shut off after maybe a minute or two. Really cool. So now you don't have to keep getting back in, taking the panels off. Light it up. It'll eventually shut off. Yeah, then you'll have to take the panels off to turn it back on. But honestly, I'd rather that. Just let it go out on its own than mess around. All right. I had a special paint marker. Should be dried out. As you can see, it's not as clear. Clicks on. Here we go, moment of truth. There you go. How's that, boys? Green. Yellow and blue make green. Sick. Let's put that on. Let's light them all up together now. The whole shebang. Here we go. Power up. Just pull it from the bottom underneath the shin. Nice and easy. Wow. No difference. Look at that emerald green. Woo! All matching now. Yeah. A little bit of yellow. And you got it. So, that is cool. I will admit, the yellow I used was a little thick and dark. I can always scrape some off. I'm not worried about it. Again, I did this on camera to kind of help and show you guys. The head is a little less lit up, but you cannot tell that really on the camera too bad. So the head is a little darker just because, you know, the paint took away some of the light, but I can always just scrape some of that off. And I'm not the kind of guy to worry about, you know, the LEDs and things like that. So we'll see if the whole thing shuts off by itself. I got a custom cape. from, no, I forget where. Just if you look up the custom cape, check out maybe Show Z, something like that. They usually have cool shit. But the custom cape is coming in for him because the cape looks cool, I think. The bat wings, I was never a fan of. Never a fan of the bat wings. But these mechanical wings, oh, amazing. I'm not going to lie. This is probably the best Getter Robo head comparison you're going to get on the internet. I mean, look at this. That's better than a side-by-side. So here, I want you guys to definitely see the difference, the comparison. The CCS, I forgot I have to put on the panels and things like that. I'm getting him ready now. Here's the blades that come with the original. They're much bigger and they look a lot cooler. But they do kind of... I know what... They do take up a lot of room. So when you put them on, I would keep the original and keep these with the Star Slasher. That and maybe the weapon. But other than that, nothing on the original I would want. I'm just trying to pump out some more videos, waiting for the releases. It takes me a half an hour to get down here to the office. You know, then I gotta prep everything up. So I'm trying to get a better rhythm going. I'm going to do some old releases. Check out some reviews that I haven't done on this channel. All right. Well, some figures I haven't reviewed on this channel, and then, you know, try to squeeze those in for you and keep it fresh and new content. All right, so this, here we go. All right. They're at different heights, so see the difference with the red? You got that washed out, faded. It's like this one. It's like Star Slasher was in a toy store window out in front for years, and it got like sun faded. The black's great. Those wings, man, make it. He's fully fucking loaded right there. Don't even play. Star Slasher getting the cape. I'll take some photos with that. But yeah, here's the trio comparison. Still, CCS, one of the great companies. It's going to be great. I'll have Star Slasher set up. So thank you for watching the unboxing. If you didn't already, click that like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. And I will be back for another episode. I'm still going to compare the Mosho toys, like I promised you. I'll get those out. But I got Star Slasher in, and this thing is cool. I mean, the color, the white is white. It doesn't have like a yellowish tinge. Like, it might be hard to pick up. Almost the sense of someone who's smoked in their house. It has a tinge of yellow. Sun bleached and smoke is what I would call this color. But that red, ooh, that's like a candy apple. The camera's not doing it justice. Peace.